In the quiet valley of Aranya, where the hills kissed the clouds and the wind carried songs of old trees, lived a 12-year-old boy named Kabir. He wasn't rich, nor did he own any fancy toys, but he had something rare, a heart full of colors and dreams brighter than the sun. Kabir lived with his father, Ratan, who worked in a nearby coal factory. Their house was small, built of stones and clay, with smoke-stained walls and a roof that leaked when it rained. Every morning, Kabir would sit outside, sketching on old pieces of paper with bits of charcoal. He didn't draw castles or kings, he drew the sky. "Why do you always draw the sky?" his father once asked. Kabir smiled. "Because someday, I'll paint it for real." His father laughed softly and said, "Beta, the sky is too big for any one person to paint." Kabir replied quietly, "Maybe, Baba, but it's not too big for a dream." Aranya was once a beautiful place, full of flowers and clean rivers. But after the factories came, everything changed. Smoke covered the sky like a black blanket. The rivers turned gray. The air smelled of burning coal. And the people stopped smiling. Children forgot how blue the sky used to be. Old people said, "The rainbow is just a story now." But Kabir, he refused to believe that. Every morning he looked up at the dull, lifeless sky and whispered, "One day, I'll bring your colors back." One afternoon, Kabir was helping his father fix a broken pipe in the factory. As he bent down, he noticed something strange. A stream of dark water was running from the pipe into the river, leaving a trail of black smoke bubbles. He dipped a leaf into it, and it turned dark gray instantly. Kabir's eyes widened. If smoke can change the color of water, maybe colors can change the smoke. That night, under the dim light of a lantern, Kabir began his experiments. He crushed flower petals, mixed them with rainwater and a bit of chalk powder. Blue from the wild indigo, yellow from marigolds, red from hibiscus. He filled the mixture into small glass bottles and whispered, "Tomorrow, I'll give the sky back its colors." The next morning, before anyone woke up, Kabir carried those bottles up the hill. He tied them to a large kite made of cloth, sticks, and old newspaper, his sky brush. The wind was strong that day. Kabir looked at the sky and said, "Ready, old friend." He let the kite fly. It danced, it twisted, it climbed high, and one by one, the bottles burst open in the wind. Blue mist spread across the clouds, yellow sparkles glowed in the sunlight, and then, for the first time in years, the people saw it. A rainbow. A real, bright, shining rainbow stretching across the valley. People came running out of their houses. Children pointed at the sky and shouted, "Look, look." Elders joined their hands in prayer. Even the birds seemed to fly in circles, singing louder than ever. Kabir stood on the hilltop, paint-stained hands held high, his eyes full of tears and laughter. His father came running and hugged him tight. "Beta," he said, his voice trembling, "you didn't just paint the sky. You painted hope." Kabir's rainbow didn't last forever, but his idea did. With the help of his father and villagers, he started a project to clean the smoke and turn it into color dust that could be used in art and festivals. Soon, people from nearby villages visited Aranya not for coal, but for the boy who painted the sky. Kabir's name spread far and wide. Scientists came to see his formula. Artists came to learn his colors. And newspapers wrote, "Greater than, from the darkness of smoke, a boy created the light of dreams." Years later, Kabir grew up to become an environmental engineer, and he built machines that cleaned the air using the same principle he discovered that night. But even after success, he always returned to his village once a year, stood on the same hill, and looked up at the sky with a smile. "Not bad, old friend," he'd whisper. "We did it." Greater than no dream is too small, and no person is too young to make the world brighter. Even one spark of hope can color the dullest sky. Rainbow sparkles.